Welcome back, Nerd Squad. My name is Roy Destroya, and this is Top 10 Nerd. There may be powerful superheroes abound, but never underestimate the advantage of a little prep time and a lot of handy gadgets. With these two things, Batman has managed to overcome some of the toughest adversaries out there. Why they can't all get along is beyond me, so let's take a look at the top 10 powerful superheroes that Batman has beaten. In the number 10 spot, we have Superman. Supes and the Bat have many times been the dream crime-fighting team, but even superheroes have their spats. There have been multiple occasions where the two have been at odds. For example, in Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. We all know who the winner was there, even if Batman did show mercy at the end. The two have faced off in the Hush arc, as well as Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, with Batman narrowly coming out on top in both cases in terms of getting what he wants. Coming in at number 9 is Nightwing. Although he may have been Robin at one point and Bruce Wayne's adopted son, Nightwing hasn't been spared from the Bat's angry fists. At one point in the Bruce Wayne murder story, Bruce is being framed for murder, and it's obvious that whoever has done so knows that Bruce is Batman. Being thrown in jail is really frustrating for the Caped Crusader, so he breaks out and declares he shall no longer live as Bruce Wayne. Nightwing tries to talk some sense into him and get him to clear his name instead of running away, and what does he get? Knuckle sandwich to the face. Next at number 8, we got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover had the Turtles transported to the alternate universe of Gotham, where they encounter the Bat. Understandably, Batman sees these giant mutant turtle things as a threat. Wouldn't anyone? So he takes matters into his own hands. He knocks off each of the turtles one by one and takes their weapons for good measure. Of course, later on, the heroes made up in order to team up. In the number 7 spot is Wonder Woman. This is more of an indirect way of the Bat defeating Wonder Woman. Bruce Wayne keeps files on how to defeat all of the Justice League in case a member decides to go rogue. Unfortunately, this plan was stolen by Ra's al Ghul and put into function in the Tower of Babel storyline. He traps Wonder Woman in a virtual reality battle against an opponent who is the exact equal to her. This uses her pride and refusal to surrender against her, so she fights and fights until she dies of exhaustion. So Batman may not have killed her, but he certainly caused her death. Coming in at number 6, we have the Hulk. Batman faced off against the Hulk in Batman vs. the Incredible Hulk. Pretty self-explanatory. The Hulk is a guy who can keep on smashing forever, so he put up quite the fight. What Batman had to do was outsmart the Hulk rather than outpunch him. He released knockout gas into the air and then whooped Hulk hard enough in the gut that he was forced to take a nice deep breath, the last one of his battle before being subdued. Next up at number 5 is Green Arrow. In the Superman-Batman comic Pretenders to the Throne, Batman and Superman have teamed up and launched an attack on Green Arrow. Green Arrow is able to temporarily incapacitate Superman with a kryptonite-laced arrow, which pisses the Bat off hugely. What follows are some brutal kicks and punches, until Superman recovers and finishes off Green Arrow. Literally, he killed the guy. So it may have been Supes to deliver that final blow, but he wouldn't have been alive if it weren't for Batman's beatings of the arrow. Up next at number 4 is Captain America. DC vs Marvel was a fun crossover that pitted many of our favorite heroes against one another. One such matchup was Batman vs Captain America, who were actually really evenly matched, and they fought in a sewer system, which is probably the only reason Batman won. That, and the fact that fans got to vote on who they wanted to win. So when a sewer flush distracted Cap, Batman swooped in with a batarang to knock out his foe. Of course, he then showed mercy and saved Cap, ending the battle with friendship. Adorable. In the number 3 spot, we have Green Lantern. All-star Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder is a comic series known for its over-the-top ridiculousness, and this battle was a big part of that. At one point in the series, the Bat lures Hal Jordan into a room full of yellow, with him and Robin also decked out in the color that happens to be the Green Lantern's weakness. With no help from his power ring, Hal is easily defeated not even really by Batman, but more so by Robin. All the while, the two are sipping on some nice yellow lemonade. Classy. Coming in at number 2 is the Punisher. Batman and the Punisher have faced off in Deadly Nights crossover, where the Punisher backed down before any real battle ensued, but things were different in the prequel Lake of Fire. This Batman was actually Azrael, who took over the mantle for a little while, and while the two eventually teamed up, they began at odds. Azrael had the advantage because his suit was bulletproof, and the Punisher realized he was fighting a losing battle. Retreating was the only option. And finally, in the number 1 spot, we've got Jason Todd. Our top face-off here is none other than Robin Robin, or rather who used to be Robin. Can you imagine a better match for Batman than someone he has trained himself? After being beaten to death by the Joker in Death in the Family, Jason Todd in the Hush story arc was a little salty for Batman not avenging his death. So after he is resurrected, just a casual occurrence in comics really, he makes it his goal to antagonize Batman. And he nearly wins too, until he gives Batman an opportunity to swing a batarang in his direction. He clearly still has a lot to learn. So those are the top 10 superheroes that Batman has beaten. Let me know in the comment section down below which hero you would love to see the Bat face off against. My name is Roy Destroya, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another nerdy list.